Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome back to the stream. If you're new here, we talk about internet news and drama. If you clicked on this video, you probably came here because I'm talking about the Kurtis Conner peanut slash Dr. Witnesser situation and how he responded to that. And I'm also going to be talking about this Sean DeBlack video that he put out. We're going to talk about this a little bit. And then the New York airplane crash, we'll get right into this right away because this is a crazy situation. We'll just recap it real quickly because it's been on my mind all day. I've been thinking about it. Also, a lot of small slash big news stories that are out there. There's some funny things I found on Twitter. And then in other news over here, there's fucking ICE agents in airports that are incorrectly targeting people as they do. This administration sucks. Things are getting worse, and I even saw this video. I don't even know who the hell this is, but this person said, "I'm beginning to lose hope that things will get better." So if that doesn't clock it correctly, I don't know what does. That's kind of crazy that I saw it on my feed. But also another crazy thing that's happening. There's been this Jeffrey Epstein lookalike that everyone on the internet's been talking about. This guy got discovered on the feed, and everyone went, "Sir, you're Jeffrey Epstein." And then he went, "No, I'm not," and made this video, and then now he's just turned into like a content creator off of looking like Jeffrey. So we'll get into that. There's a lot there. Also, in smaller news stories, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but people have been upset over Hassan in Cuba. Hassan's not allowed to leave his desk. He's not allowed to do anything. In fact, he shouldn't be wearing clothes at all. If he's wearing clothes in Cuba, that's offensive, and everybody should be scrutinizing every little thing that he does. If he's not wearing a dollar shirt, then he's not a true socialist. So that's the drama with Hassan. Also, too, people are just slamming him for the hotel that he was at, saying, "Oh, if he comes back, he'll get arrested because, the hotels that you're allowed to stay at in Cuba when you're an American, the one that he's at isn't on that list, so blah, blah, blah." And it totally is, but people are just looking for anything to, attack him over, which is just great. There's a lot going on in that neck of the woods. I'll see if I can pull up the tweet that I saw where there were people chirping at him. And I think Twitter is just getting worse overall. I think the discourse cycle is only getting worse on there to the point where people actually have to make up discourse and look for the worst thing they can possibly say in order to smear somebody that they've chosen to not like. And it's I don't know. I think there's boundaries with that kind of thing. I think if someone's doing something off principle and off of their own character that is bad, that's causing harm to other people, then I think that's something that needs to be investigated. But it's people are just looking for harmless things to be like, "Excuse me, Hassan, I'm a little mad at you today, so can you actually not stay at this hotel?" It's really crazy. Just let the dude go to Cuba. I promise you, it's really not hard. I was trying to find the tweet, but this goddamn man, he doesn't stop fucking tweeting. He just keeps tweeting. Look at. Let's see. Even he said, "Damn, I was trying to check back. What a nightmare. How do people live like they sit around and justify the government against the government torment against smaller countries to feel powerful, weakest-minded insects." There's a lot going on. Hassan, you have money, but could you please never spend it? Yeah, that's the other problem. And then you get chatters coming in being like, "Hassan, if you were a true socialist, you would donate all of your money right now." It's like, dude, I don't know what is happening in people's brains right now. It's truly, we're truly slipping as a society, I think. I wish I could find the, oh yeah, Oh, yeah, meanwhile, people are getting mad at Hassan, but that same level of mad doesn't happen when, Asman says things like this.
All of this is by design. I say this over and over, and I will continue saying it. They are doing this on purpose. They are doing it so they can continue to fund these parasite migrants into our country, and that's the reason why. And by the way, for you guys that are in Europe that are watching this, the same thing's happening over there.
My
The West
fucking
has a
Euro
huge
chatters.
problem that we have an infection, and we refuse to admit that there's a problem. There is clearly a problem. There is clearly an affliction, and there is also clearly a solution. But they don't want to talk about that because it might make them feel bad. That has to stop. Like, if I knew that I could get these people deported and sent back to fucking Guatemala or Somalia or wherever the fuck they came from, if I knew I could do that, I would take a break from my stream.
I think Asman wants to be an ICE agent. I'm actually, he would take a break from stream to be an ICE agent. Like, actually, he's telling us this.
I would be.
And he would listen to what he says.
I'd be packing these guys up every day. Oh no, I'd show up at their house with the ICE agents. I'd show up like Ash Ketchum. I'd say, guess what? Guess what? Get your shit. Nah, bring your family too. Let's go, boys. Come on. Get in the van. Get in the red and blue van. Gotta catch them all. That's right. I would do this, and honestly, I'd make videos about them, like other, and I'm gonna be real. Like, I would be so brutal to these people. People would say it's too much.
He would be brutal to these people. People would say it's too much. So he's like readily admitting, he's like, I would also be abusive to these people, as if the first few things I said weren't insane and insanely racist and harmful. But yet people have a lot of smoke for Hassan. But Asmongold has the permission structure to say these things. Funny how that works, isn't it? Crazy. I wish I could find the thing where people were getting. I don't know where else that other thing went. I had it. I swear I had it locked in. We'll find it. We'll find it later on. But let's move on. To some smaller news stories. Did you guys see this thing right here with Clavicular? With Channel 5. I swear to God, like 3 days ago, I was on my timeline. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was like 5 days ago. I've been in the real world. I've been touching grass, okay? And I kind of forgot about streaming for a moment there. I think I took like a week off because I was touching grass with the... Sorry, I didn't pop it. I meant to pop it on stream. This is what we're drinking. I just popped it off camera. Xavier. They should sponsor my stream. Anyhow, Clavicular. What am I doing? What am I saying? Clavicular started crashing out from Channel 5 for asking a loaded question. Reminiscent of a hippie. He's asking for looks maxing advice. Okay, let's play this.
Interviews, and it's like kind of annoying because no interviewer has actually like come up with a question ever that's been more than what would be the #1 piece of advice you would recommend people to looks max. I've genuinely never had a single person ask me specifics about this certain like looks maxing method.
Because it's not
bone smashing or
yes, it's because it's bullshit. Nobody. I feel very torn. I feel like I have a completely different opinion on this whole looks maxing thing than a lot of people do. Maybe my opinion does align with some folks, but I think looks maxing is inherently wrongful to societal structures, I think is what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, we shouldn't be focusing in on, like, I don't know, how your jaw looks, how your, like, bones are structured, or, like, your facial. It's like, it's one thing if you go work on your body, like you go in the gym and you want your body to look a certain way, but to feel like your face must look this very certain way, I understand is a thing for some people, but we shouldn't pressure people into thinking they need to look a certain way, because all that does is leaves people insecure at the end of the day. And so if you're someone that's looking at this guy and you're going, well, his jaw looks good, I want to look like that too. And then you might arrive at asking him these questions. And it's crazy because, I mean, he's also like, I'm pretty sure, wasn't he the guy that made videos about that too? So that's another reason why I don't think people are going to ask him this question. Like, nobody needs to know.
How do these two things interact? Or, how does looks maxing differ from this age to this age? Is it still possible to looks max? Like, there's no effort really behind what, like the questions that you guys prepare. Seemingly, it just seems to be a lot of like gotcha mode, like clip farm shit. And
Well, I'm
it's
not
like,
doing that.
Clip farm.
well, I mean, yeah, you are a little bit to a degree.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
when you see the full presentation, it's not really going to be edited or clipped in the same way that you might.
Well,
think.
just because it's not the worst interview I've had. I mean, like you had.
Bro is getting a little insecure about being clipped. He's like, no, I don't want to be clipped. Please, no. Like, if you're worried about getting clipped, then maybe don't say things that people are going to clip you for. Maybe don't do that, right? I think dude's desperately trying to convince himself that he has something to offer. And I think that's part of it because I think he's like, no, I do have something, but I think everyone else is like, you're low-key not offering anything.
Like a couple of ones that you were trying to sneak in with, like, oh, what is slut hate? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's the second, letter in the.
but I mean, like you know what you're intentionally trying to do.
Yeah, I'm
and
trying
it's
to
like-
figure out because why that's a part of why it's a pretty strongly worded forum and subculture.
Yeah, and that would be fine if that question was in there because it's decently relevant to the culture, but there was not even a single genuine attempt at like a specific looks max question.
Well, I'm not in the looks maxing community. I'm trying to learn about it. Not everyone talking to you is going to be a niche person who knows about all the methods.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I know you're not in the looks maxing community, but
The looks maxing. Oh my god. Dog. This is when I feel old. This is what makes me feel like I'm fucking 60 years old when I hear stuff like this. I swear to God, if you were to go out in the real world and tell your friends like that you're in the looks maxing community, I can guarantee no matter how close you are to these people, they will either unfriend you or kick your ass. I'm sorry. That you have a better chance of telling someone that, like, I don't know, anything else besides that. That is like truly that if you are in that looks maxing community that he's talking about here, you might need to keep that private to yourself and never tell anybody because that's an embarrassment. Oh God, how bad would that be?
you didn't even ask a looks maxing question, like at all. You don't need to be in the looks maxing community to ask a looks maxing question.
What do you mean by looks? I think we've been talking about looks maxing this whole time.
We've been talking about like the philosophy behind it, and it's.
You want me to ask you a scientific question about looks maxing?
I just think it's kind of funny how that's really never been done with the amount of like media appearances.
Well, maybe people
'Cause
don't know
that's-
you want to be asked that.
Well,
now they will.
Well, that's quite literally.
It's also very strange, I have to say this, even as like someone that's around a lot of interviews in real life, it's very strange to walk into an interview and expect your interviewee to have a specific question to ask you. That's a very strange concept to me. There was also this right here. Check this out. So this interview didn't actually go over too well. It says, right, clavicular's ego's bruised, walks out mid-Channel 5 interview with Andrew Callahan. All right, and this is what happened at the end.
So when you wake up every single morning and you take a look in the mirror, you're 100% satisfied with every single thing.
Dude, as soon as I heard him ask this, and I mean to pause so soon, but as soon as I heard him ask this, I genuinely kind of felt like he was trying to upsell him on his looks max. And he's like, please, I want to looks max you or something. Like, this is just, I It's a weird question.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, more or less.
I think he just had this moment of like, wait, there's someone out there that's happy with how they look and doesn't need looks maxing. This feels like a detachment from reality, to tell you the truth. When you get so suckered into, and honestly too, this is why I have to like take breaks from streaming and take breaks from internet stuff. I even have this happen to me where I'll get locked into a story online or these things, and then I get out in the real world and I'm like, this is not reality at all, and like these things don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Is it fun for my brain to like shut off and at the end of the night do some fun shit like this? Of course it is. But it's important to like touch grass every once in a while, because if you're not touching grass, man, you're going to end up like this guy and go, oh, wait, there's someone out there that is happy with himself? Oh, I can't handle that.
All right, well, I guess that's just, if you want to be completely disingenuous, that's fine with me. I guess there's just no point to continue.
Can I say something too? And if anyone knows the answer to this, you're welcome to leave an answer in the comments or chat or wherever. How did Andrew Callahan seemingly escape his situation? Do you guys remember this? It feels like Andrew Callahan's comeback to the internet was seemingly more simple than the way other creators came back to the internet after that girl on TikTok had called him out. Did that girl end up making some kind of tweet or like saying something, or like what happened? It seemed like Andrew Callahan's turnaround was, I mean, at least on my end, seemed like it was like rather quick, right? Like when you get accused of something like he did, usually people are like, it usually splits your audience in half, if not 1/3 of what it was, right? So I'm still a little bit confused on that whole thing. And who knows? Maybe someone's cut up a video about it.
Yep.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, bro.
No worries.
He just ended that shit right there. Easy. What'd you say? I think he just laid low and then continued to do good work as an independent. But even then, like, I just think, do you think people got distracted by his work and then just were kind of like, well, we'll let this one go? And does it have something to do with like maybe his audience being a little bit older, maybe? Because it's a weird one. Maybe he's not in the same circles that I'm used to seeing people get canceled in, which is why, because his situation is, that situation wasn't great. It was pretty bad. But I don't know. I guess some people somehow get that like lay low and come back pass easier than others in certain circumstances. So maybe he was just one of those, like, I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to share that. I thought that was a interesting thing. There's been clavicular clips up and fucking down my timeline, and dude, I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it. I'm tired of clavicular. I'm tired of him. I hope I don't have to talk about him again. He's not doing much. Also, let's talk about this real quickly, because dude, inside all day, I've been very mad about this, like insanely mad about this. I cannot believe there's ICE agents in the fucking airport in Chicago, and ICE agents like specifically targeting groups. And we all know they're targeting brown people, of course, and that's their goal at the end of the day. It's it's making things worse, and look, my whole thing, abolish ICE, get ICE out of here. I want nothing to do. I don't want to see ICE. Nothing with ICE. You said, oh, you know what, Andrew Callahan? The situation was shitty, but not criminal, if you remember right. I don't know. Sometimes bad people do good work. I'm not hanging out with the guy. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It does sometimes. It can be like that. It can be like that, and that's just the reality. I was trying to see if does Instagram show you your like watch history? I found this video. Let me see if I can look at my watch history on Instagram real quickly and show you guys this video that I saw. Okay, wait. My activity, my likes. Oh God. Okay, wait. Is this it?
I'm at JFK Airport where today.
Oh my God. Okay, here it is. Here's the video. All right. I'm going to play it for you guys right now. This is the video that I saw.
Were sent in to help with the long TSA
Hold on.
lines.
Let me.
Where today ICE agents were sent in to help with the long TSA lines because TSA workers aren't being paid.
Okay. So you guys heard the story about the New York airport, right? With the plane crash. Meanwhile, our peace president, mind you, has gone on Truth Social. The guy is definitely telling the truth. On Monday, ICE will be going to airports to help our wonderful TSA agents who've stayed. Okay, wait, I need to redo that. Sorry, I did that wrong. On Monday, ICE agents will be going to airports to help our wonderful TSA agents who stayed on the job.
And this is what they're doing. Absolutely fucking nothing. While this TSA agent, God bless her, handles the entire line, they stand here doing nothing. Got a few more. Good job, guys.
Okay, I'm going to say something about this video.
Good work. Literally, this woman is handling the entire TSA line.
This video is weird a little bit. I say that because he's like, let's see. Someone said seeing POC act as ICE agents is disturbing. Good on you for filming them. Because I do think that this did escalate, that this got worse. Like, I don't think this is the end of it. Like, I don't think ICE agents are just sitting there. Like, I actually think they've targeted people. Because if I can find the video, I 100p saw. I wish I had hit. God. Oh, well, of course I didn't fucking like it. That would make sense. I wish Instagram had a watch history. I saw the ICE agents literally tackling a woman already in the airport as he was screaming for help. They had her like folded over that like. It's like that bench thing that people set their luggage on. They had her like folded over it, and they were like putting her arms behind her back, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. And she was just screaming for help. It's a fucking nightmare. I don't even have words, man. It's fucked up. It's just really fucked up. But let's play the video.
Good morning, Andrina. Well, we spotted one man wearing a lanyard that said Homeland Security Investigator. He was down by the security checkpoint downstairs in baggage.
By the way, this is in O'Hare. This is Chicago.
It has been difficult to spot anybody wearing any sort of gear that says ICE on it up here in Terminal 1 by check-in. Agents wearing ICE vests had a much more visible presence in places like Atlanta this morning, where 3-4-hour security lines continue to be a problem. President Donald Trump announced plans to deploy ICE to relieve congestion at TSA checkpoints.
Oh yeah, that's his grand plan, that the ICE agents are going to relieve congestion. Yes, Mr. Peace President. That's exactly what's going to happen. Thank you, sir. Like, come on, man. You know that's not going to be the case. You know this is just going to make things worse.
Over the weekend, sources tell CBS News the Department of Homeland Security scrambled to figure out how ICE would assist TSA, whether it be securing entries and exits or helping check IDs. Here's what the union president for TSA thinks of this idea.
These officers also at TSA are highly trained also. So I can't see them doing anything as far as screening procedures are. So it might be limited as far as what they can do. At the airports,
It might be limited. Okay, dude.
specifically trained for certain things that may affect the aviation. So it's different than what at the borderline may be looking at for what they may be trying to detect.
So is the presence of ICE at O'Hare helping
This guy is filming the news. He's like, dog, I saw the news in the airport.
with Chicago security lines? It's hard to say. This was the standard security checkpoint around 7:40.
Dude, it's a fucking nightmare in airports right now. Speaking of nightmares, this airplane crash situation is actually fucking insane. Let's play this video real quickly just to recap it, and then we'll go into the audio.
We have new audio here. It's giving us a chilling look into
Recordings after that Air Canada regional jet collided.
Oh, is this the audio? Shit. Okay, wait, hold on. Here, where the? Okay, wait. Oh, that's why, because I have audio queued in here. Here.
The National Transportation Safety Board is on the ground right now at New York's LaGuardia Airport, trying to figure out what caused a deadly collision on the runway. A regional Air Canada jet smashed into a rescue fire truck just before midnight. This is live, looking at the wreckage still on the runway. The two pilots...
Dude, it's so sad. It's so sad that these two pilots fucking died. I saw a video on Instagram today, too, of someone who was, like, interviewed who was on the plane. I should see if I like that. I feel like I did hit like on that. Let me look at my history. Who made a video? Okay, wait. Let me see. Give me a second here. I'm gonna check my activity, my likes. Did I like the video of the guy who was on the airplane? Looks like I did not. Man, I'm fucking up. I gotta be a better Instagram liker. There's only like 30 posts I liked today. Was this it? No. Okay, never mind. I did not hit like on it. I gotta be a better liker for the stream.
That plane killed, dozens of passengers injured. ABC's Rena Roy is at LaGuardia Airport, where one runway recently reopened.
New video circulating on X shows the horrific moment this Air Canada plane collided with a fire truck shortly after landing at New York's LaGuardia Airport. This video, captured by a passenger, shows the view from the tarmac. You can see the extensive damage on the plane, the nose destroyed, metal hanging down to the runway below.
All of a sudden, boom, woke up in shock, just didn't know what to do.
According to audio recordings, the fire truck had been cleared by air traffic control.
Okay, but to recap what the Instagram video said that I saw earlier, it was kind of like what that guy said, except he said that, like, people were just like, they didn't know what the fuck to do, so he just kind of was like, hey, there's an emergency exit, and they all kind of collectively walked out the emergency exit. There was, like, a couple smaller injuries, one of which was, like, taken care of already, to my understanding, and then obviously the two pilots passed away from this, but they fucking ran into the fire truck when they were coming down. And we'll continue this video.
To cross that runway to respond to another incident. Shortly after that permission was given, the controller is heard telling the vehicle to stop.
Stop, truck one. Stop. Stop, truck one. Stop. If you collide with a vehicle here, just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Flight Radar 24 telling ABC News preliminary data shows the plane was going anywhere from 93 to 105 miles per hour when the collision happened. The pilot and co-pilot killed. 41 people on board taken to the hospital.
Dog.
We are working our hearts off.
Okay, it was more than that. 41 people taken to hospitals. That's more than what I first heard when I woke up today.
Whether by rail or car or by air, that they travel safely.
The airport immediately closed. Hundreds of flights canceled.
Dude, I do think, I don't think this is like I think this is like a root of this issue, but I just think we have a staffing issue in airports for sure. I think there's a staffing issue. I think do you guys remember when they tried to get rid of, they were like, what if there was only one pilot and there was no co-pilot? When they, pondered on that idea for a little bit, it's like, dog, no. No, I think people want to fly safe, all right? It's truly it's a sad story. Let's do something new. Let's do something fresh. All right, you guys probably already knew about that one. You're like, this guy doesn't shut the fuck up. He's talking about the thing that I already know. Let's talk about the Palm Beach Pete, aka not Jeffrey Epstein. Let's do that. Listen. There's a lot of discourse since the Epstein files, and I think even before that too, where there's a lot of people that are out there saying Jeffrey Epstein's still alive. So because of that, I think the whole thing of like being like, oh, I found Jeffrey Epstein has become immensely popular. I remember kind of recently that I had like a couple friends of mine that were also like convinced of this. So I think there's just like people out there that will, inevitably see things like this. I just read your thing that we have a staffing issue in business in the name of profit. Yeah, exactly. It's all for profit at the end of the day, and they want more. As long as they get more dollars, they're happy. Okay, that's what they want. And it's not good. I'm not saying that's a fucking terrible thing. I think people's safety should come first. But back to this Palm Beach Pete. Okay, this guy is just raking in the views. He's got 3.3 million views right here, 3.8, 22.6, 13. And he's become a content creator off of saying that, he's got 267K followers. So you're saying, well, what are you doing? You're talking about this guy, but not showing us his content. Well, let's talk about it.
Hey, everybody,
this was his first video after this went viral on the internet.
Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral because some dude randomly filmed me while I was driving on I-95, unbeknownst to me. And the next thing I know, I'm a viral sensation. I had my phone.
TBH, you must be from like, I swear to God, if you have not been to Florida once, I'm going to just, okay, this is fucking Florida. I just am realizing this based off his name, but if you have been to Florida once, do you know how many guys look like this in Florida? Like, how many, like, middle to old age men look like this in a Corvette in Florida? I could probably find, like, 19 Jeffrey Epstein lookalikes in a matter of 2 minutes if you just go to Florida. Yo, Violet's in. What is up? How are you? Good to see you in here. We got Violet. We got Justin. Squad's coming in. Sorry, it's been a while since I streamed. But, yeah, dog. If you go to Florida, okay, you go to, like, I don't fucking know. You go to, like, Naples, Florida, or you go to fucking Palm Beach in this guy's case, or you go to Orlando. You go to some big area like that, and you get in your car and go on the road, you will find 26 men that look like this in like 5 minutes. Everybody looks like this in Florida. I'm sorry.
Down for about 4 hours. And I didn't know my phone was blowing up with all these comments from that video. So I got a lot of traction. It's pretty crazy. Thanks.
So you're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Atta boy, yeah.
Okay. Peace out.
What do you want to bet this guy didn't even really want to be a content creator? This is almost like the Hawk Tua situation, where like she just kind of got interviewed and then became a content creator off of that, but she really didn't ever want to be a content creator. Now this is like becoming a weird meta online where people are like forced into content creation. Because then look at his next video.
Good morning, everybody.
And look, it's funny because you can kind of tell he doesn't really know how to make content. Because this video is starting when he's pressing record. Look.
Good morning.
It's so boomer. Someone said background's familiar. Yeah, sure, Palm Beach.
Good morning, everybody. This is Palm Beach Pete from Palm Beach, Florida. I want to thank everybody for the positive comments I got from saying I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just Palm Beach Pete. Going to play some tennis today. Going into town. have lunch. I'm so not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just me being me, and it's a crazy phenomenon that has went really viral, and I really appreciate all the support, and just want to reiterate.
It's kind of a weird juxtaposition where you're like, thank you. Thank you for the support, for saying I look like Jeffrey Epstein. I find that to be a strange intersection. Like, I would not want to be thanking people on the internet for saying I look like Jeffrey Epstein. Like, I already don't thank people when they tell me I look like the character from Breaking Bad.
Peter.
Like, when they say I look like Jesse Pinkman, I'm like, okay. I guess I kind of see it. And then I move on. But this guy's out here being like, yo, you guys saying I look like Jeffrey Epstein? Thank you, dude. Like, the comments, like, so positive. Like, thank you.
From Palm Beach, have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's a very bad person, what he did, obviously, and he is dead.
Oh my God, dog.
Good morning, everybody. Palm Beach Pete from sunny Florida. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm off to play some tennis. I'm not
Oh,
Jeffrey.
God, this guy does not know how to make content. It's so funny. This guy does not have a clue how to make content. He's literally being like, I'm here, I'm in the sun, I'm eating food, I'm having a good day, and I might have a drink later on. And like, this guy is saying a whole bunch of nothing.
Epstein on Palm Beach Pete. I want to thank all my followers. This thing has gone crazy viral. Good morning, everybody. Palm Beach Pete viral. Over 100,000 plus followers in less than 2 days. Have a great day. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg. It's Palm Beach Pete. I just wanted to set the record straight that I went to Instagram to let people know that I am nothing to do with Jeff Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete, and just wanted to spread positive vibes. I don't understand why you deplatformed me. I had a lot of followers.
This mofo already got deplatformed on Instagram. So they'll deplatform. That's crazy. Dude, none of this shit makes any sense on the internet. I feel like I've seen people say, like, literally terrible things on the internet and not get deplatformed, but they'll deplatform. This is freaking weird. I wonder if Pete happens to be dyslexic. Dude, probably.
Hey, do good stuff. And I hear you're moving to Florida. Maybe we could hang out. All the best.
What is this face? What is this? Palm Beach Pete, what were you like in the 90s? Wait, do I have to turn the music off of that? I think I do. Wait, I can't. Or can I? How do I turn the music off? Oh, right here. Here it is. What were you like in the 90s? Okay. Why do people know what Jeffrey Epstein 90s pictures look like? Is that why they're asking? I guess they do. Jeffrey Epstein. No, they definitely do. Epstein. Okay. Like, dog. This is so fucking... I'm not gonna even look at that. TBH, I'm not gonna even... I was gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking do that right now. I do not have the mental wherewithal to even look at that. Okay. What's this?
Now, he's at... Hey, everybody, where's Palm Beach Pete now? He's at Suche Beachy in...
Oh, God, this guy's doxing himself. This tells you... Wait, you guys aren't seeing this.
Where's Palm Beach Pete now? He's at Suche Beachy.
This guy is doxing himself. Like, this is when content creators don't know how to be content creators. Like, if you have a lot of people following you, you're going to have some weirdos in the trenches. You don't make a video and say, hey, here's where I am. Come find me. Like, I don't even do that. And I don't have many people that, I have, like, usually less than 10 people that watch my live stream. And I don't even fucking do that. Like, it's just like a hardline rule of the internet. It's just weird to watch these people try to figure that. Great night. He's probably getting like paid to make this video about this place. There's probably unironically people that are going there. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I gotta close out of this. Close out of that. Close out of that. We went over that story. We went over that. Palm Beach Pete we just did. Before we get into... I do kind of want to... I am really... Before we get over to the Kurtis stuff. Oh my god. I saw this painfully awkward Hassan video. I have to... I don't even know if I'm going to talk about it. I just have to play it. It's so painfully awkward.
Oh my god, you're so tall. How tall are you, Hassan?
I'm only 6'4".
I feel so demure standing next to Hassan Piker. My god, he's just so...
Mind you, Laverne was the person that Austin Show interviewed at the red carpet, and then she immediately asked about Hassan.
Big and strapping, and I just feel so demure at my 5'11". Yeah. So, how is it meeting me, Hassan?
It was incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you said you have a very narrow window of attraction. What is that narrow window?
I can't say.
Why? Oh, you would get...
It's inappropriate.
You like what, but you like...
Oh, it's inappropriate. What is he saying?
Like, and we like what we like, you know?
Yeah.
Would I fall in that window, or am I outside the window? I mean, you can be honest.
I feel like it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate, but
so I'm probably outside the window.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that.
Okay.
I would not say that.
If people aren't attracted to me, that's fine, because
that's not what I'm not saying that at all. As a matter of fact.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's still a chance. So what Hassan is saying is that that's private. That's none of your fucking business. And
that's what I'm saying.
I respect that. I actually like a man who's discreet. That's part of what I look for.
Do you guys see this clip? Am I the only one that is watching this and being like, what the fuck am I watching? Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, look at this. Speaking of Hassan, look what's going on here. Ethan Klein is... Oh my god. People have been screenshotting Ethan Klein's stories. Dog, I could probably off rip think of more than 15 times Ethan has talked about Hassan on his story. I can probably give you specific posts. But Ethan Klein's on his story saying, I went to my archive. I counted only 15 Hassan posts on my story. That's 5 per month on average. What is he saying? 5 per month on average over the course of, I don't know what, a year and a half? How did you get 5 per month over a year and a half is definitely more than that. Also, here's the thing. Look, here was the Hassan discourse earlier. By the way, Hassan broke the law, and he gets $250,000 fine, 10 years in prison once he gets back to the States. And this person also put an AI thing here. The U.S. Department of State maintains a Cuba prohibited accommodations list. I always say that word wrong. Which bans American travelers from staying at or paying for foreign government hotels, guest houses, or resorts. And this is just fucking AI answer. Yeah, the U.S. law is stupid. I didn't break it, but this post is only one that acknowledges the comical U.S. restrictions on what U.S. citizens are allowed to do in Cuba. The 5-star hotel is one of the few hotels the U.S. government allows Americans to legally stay in. Which is so fucking stupid. And I want to see what the comments said on this whole thing. Oh my god. She wants Hassan's cookie. She's stealing your man. Smitten. She wants the cookie. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Enough of that shite. Let's move on. Let's do... Close out of that. Or close out of that. Okay. Maybe we'll do... Let's do this video. I'm really curious. I'm actually very curious about these videos. I don't know if you guys watch these videos or not on your feed. But for me, I get a lot of these where people just are in their car yapping and they don't have a... This is literally the thumbnail, what you're seeing right now. And it'll be just like a terribly lit video and filmed on a phone and someone yapping about something extremely real and their genuine feelings on something. And I actually like these videos a lot, even if I don't know who the person is. So, this one's called, I'm beginning to lose hope that things will get better. Let's give this a whirl real quick.
What's up? It's Kurtis85, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm feeling rather helpless. I'm really out here starting to lose hope that things are gonna turn out better. Because honestly, everything that I'm thinking about, it just seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm very scared for the future of the world in general, and just like how all the shit that's going around is I'll get into specifics, but like how all the shit that's going down is gonna turn out okay. It's just like, it feels like a new kind of bad that I haven't even like heard about in history. Her story. I'm gonna start with like all the AI bullshit that's going on right now. I feel like I've talked about AI on this channel multiple times, but it's not like I'm gonna stop, because it's not like going away. It's not getting any better. It's actually getting a lot worse if you really think about it, which is very scary, because holy shit, AI is gonna kill us. Like, AI is gonna take away all of our fucking jobs, and we're not gonna have jobs.
Dude, I'm like almost starting to be convinced that AI might take away my job, and it is scary. And I'm not trying to turn this on to myself. I just had that thought. But hold on, I might need to sneeze here. Okay, it didn't happen, but my nose feels weird now. But yeah, I think this is a real fear that a lot of people have. Like, even people that aren't this person's age, I think even if you're like, even in your like fucking, it's weird. There is a weird age thing, because I think AI is the way that there's like some older folks that they are just like locked into their job. There's companies that have kept them because of like their time they've been with the team or whatever. But I do think AI is slowly ripping away a lot of people's jobs, and it's a real fear, right? This isn't anything new. I'm gonna see if he talks about something else.
Usually an AI summary that comes up.
Okay, AI.
Actors, like, it'll be amazing because we don't have my dad afterward. I was like, that's kind of crazy that he's like framing it like,
wait,
once in a while to like read about what's happening with artists I like, you know? And whenever there's a discussion or anything at all, I go to the comments because I'm like, I want to see what people think. It'll be like, what do you think of this album? Rated out of 10. And then I'm like, oh yay, I want to hear about it. I was just doing this today with the new Underscores album, which is amazing, by the way.
Wait, what was he
trying to make people's lives easier? But no, you're gonna put coders out of jobs. There's gonna be a bunch of like, I feel so bad for coders right now because they're all losing their fucking jobs. Because I'm not calling it XI. I go on Twitter because I don't have Instagram on my phone anymore. Or TikTok, so I like to
damn, too base. No TikTok or Instagram on your phone.
Of like the music people that I like I follow a bunch of music accounts on my Twitter, and I go on there every once in a while to like read about what's happening with artists I like, you know.
He's still talking about AI.
There's a discussion or anything at all, I go to the comments because I'm like, I want to see what people think. It'll be like, what do you think of this album? Rated out of 10. And then I'm like, oh yay, I want to hear about it. I was just doing this today with the new Underscores album, which is amazing, by the way. I might make a bit, probably not. But that album, probably one of my albums of the year. I'm literally listening to it right now.
Oh my god. I have to fast forward past it. Okay.
Up into space, and then I'll bring him back. And it's all like, hey, Grok, what do you think of this album? What would you give this album out of 10?
There are people like that, man. There's a lot of people that are like asking Grok shit. I hate that.
Like, it's just like, I don't care. I just want to hear like, what's the right answer? Because that's being set up right now. Like, the wages have remained stagnant for so long. Like, the fact that,
okay, here it is.
You know, older people are just like, I got a house and I'm fine, but it's like, bro, your house was like 1/10 the price whenever you bought it, and the wages have remained the same. So
okay.
It's like, how are we supposed to?
Yeah, I guess like I mean I thought there was gonna be more in this. I didn't pre-watch at all. I don't usually pre-watch stuff, and I don't want to take away from how this person's feeling, but I do think this person's feelings are valid. But I will say I'm not really getting anything new out of this. Like, I do think this person's talking about the same thing that everybody else is talking about right now. So there's not really, like, much on the table to discuss here that you guys don't already know. You get what I mean? Like, the things I would say, you guys are like, oh, yeah, we're living under that. Like, that's a thing that's happening to us right now. And it probably makes things worse to hear these things back, right? So I don't need to be repeating these things. Oh, what's up? Hectic Glows in chat. What's up? Apparently, escape room employees have been trying to tell people that Claude can't help them with the escape room puzzles. I've been telling people that Claude can't. Oh my god. Yeah, I was actually hanging out with, like, very recently, actually, a group of people who, like, half of them are online, the other half are not online. And the one dude that's not online went on this huge, like, tirade about Claude. He's like, yeah, dude, like, Claude, like, it helps you make money. Like, if you really do it the right way, you can really make a lot of money just having Claude do things for you. And I don't even fucking know, TBH, what Claude is. I'm just assuming it's like another AI thing or something of that sort. Like let's see. Claude AI built chat app. Ask AI. Oh, it's a problem solver. Analyze data and write code. That's what he was saying. He was saying if you have it write the right code, it could make you a lot of money. And I'm just like, I feel like that whole process feeds into removing one more person from their job. Because if Claude is coding things, that's one less person to have a coding job. It's fucking insane. We're crumbling. America's done, dude. It's crazy. I took a class. This was a class I was forced to take. I don't know if anybody else was forced to take this class. Unironically, was definitely the coolest teacher I ever had in high school. Unironically, in a class that seems like a nightmare of a class. But tell me if you guys had to take this class, because I feel like an insane person. I've brought this up before to some of my normie friends, and they're like, what are you talking about? I had this class called The American Dream that I was, like, forced to take. I wish I could find, like, I probably have it uploaded on Facebook, but it was a class to, like, talk about the American dream, and you had to, like, write an essay about, and somehow in, what was this? Was it sophomore year of high school, we were expected to write an essay about what our American dream was. And then we were supposedly talking about how, like, wonderful America is and all these things that, was it taught by Hulk Hogan's brother? That's amazing. Naperville kids are built different. Yeah, except that's the thing. It wasn't even like, I don't know if this was like a region specific class, like if this is just a thing. I don't know. Like I genuinely, I'm gonna look this up now to see if my high school has it, or let's see. Is there any way to, like, check that? Maybe not. It was just a weird class that we had to take. And I still to this day think about it a lot, because I'm like, that class literally did nothing but made me feel like more shit. Like that's all that class ever did. So I don't know why we were, like, forced into taking this class. Very weird shit. I sure it wasn't a cult. No, it was a cult. But it was unironically, okay, when I was in high school, I think I can say this one story publicly, but I'm not going to go through the whole story. I'll just tell you the Reader's Digest. There was a teacher when I first got him, before I had this teacher. This is for a different class. Everybody would always walk around school and be like, if you have this one teacher, he's the coolest teacher in the school, so you better hope you get him. So everybody in high school would, like, look at their, like, their schedule they'd be like, oh my God, do you have the teacher? Do you have the teacher? Like, it was a big deal in our school. If you had that teacher, you were like one of the lucky ones, right? And so I took that class, or I was in that class with that teacher, and I would like tell people, like, oh my God, I have the teacher. So fast forward some, my senior year, I think I may have told the story on stream before. You know what? I definitely have, but I'm telling it from another weird angle here. Came my senior year, and this teacher got arrested. I think Danny talked about this in a video. That's why I talked about it. Yes, Danny talked, because Danny had this teacher as well. The teacher got arrested for essaying a student. And so it was no longer everyone's favorite teacher. So then my favorite teacher immediately switched to this guy who was teaching this class about the American dream. And I just remember struggling so hard to write that paper too. But I knew that no matter what I wrote in that paper, I was going to pass. Because the teacher did not give a fuck. He was always like that teacher was high as hell, man. Are you kidding me? That teacher came high to class. No, hundo P. Like, you would write anything, say anything, he'd be like, oh, yeah, dude, like, totally. Yeah, man. Like, this guy did not give a fuck. So it was just, like, at least an easy pass, which is, I think, maybe why we were also, I don't know, maybe it just was another reason to take it. I took a hog class for 4 years, ex-Army, teachers telling us how anti-white racism was real. No, what? A hog class? What? I need to know what this class was called. I need the class name. No shot. It's a fucking joke. Ain't no way. And then also, did you guys see this video? I don't know that I need to play the whole thing, let alone, I'll be honest. This is not... Okay, can I get a... Okay, let me get a 1 in chat if you saw this video, the Shonda Black video. I'm putting an end to slur discourse. 1 of you saw it, 2 if not. And it counts even if you watched part of it. I need to know. 2, no. 2, no. Violet, did you see it? I'll just stream here, but not as YouTube. Okay, because Sean doesn't really make broken down YouTube videos like this, ever. He usually just posts stream clips. Okay, listen. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but this might actually be a video. I'm really torn on playing it. You know why? Because I don't know if I should just put the link in stream for you guys to watch later, or if I should do this. Because it's not really like, this is just one of those videos that you watch and kind of shut the fuck up. There's not really like good commentary that can be like added to this, if you get what I mean. This is not like a video where I would like pause it and be like, well, I kind of disagree with this one thing, or like I wouldn't pause it and be like, well, you know, blah blah blah, like, and this one time when I blah 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 blah, like, there's nothing in this video that I could like potentially add to. Like, Sean actually hits, and to be a good ally, to say I agree after all his points, but unironically, I literally completely agree with what he's saying in this video. I just feel like I should play a part of it, maybe. Would you guys, like, it literally, like, I watched it when I was eating lunch today, and I just locked in. I locked the fuck in. Should I play it? Okay, do you guys, yes or no? Should I play a little bit of it for you guys, and then you guys watch the rest on your own? I at least wanted to bring up this video because I think it's a very good video. And I think Sean should definitely make more videos. And I apologize if I don't add commentary. I just think that this video's worthy of at least hearing a little bit of, if that makes sense. And I know when I was watching this morning, I remembered that I have to move my camera. I think I have to move it to the top left. So I think I watched it, and I remember going, oh yeah, if I do play it, my camera will need to be in the right. All right, let's play this just for a little bit, okay? Just for a little. Then we'll get into the Kurtis stuff, because after this, we got some Kurtis stuff to talk about, okay? That's the key story of the night. All right, let's do it. Let's do a little bit of it.
Listen, non-black people.
You know what? I need to fucking do this. God damn it. I need to kill the music too. All right, we need our full undivided attention for this one.
People have a problem, all right? Non-black people have a problem. Y'all gotta stop saying the N-word. I'm trying to help you out here. Y'all gotta stop saying it. It's just, you're not doing yourself any favors here. And listen. When non-black people do say the N-word, because it's still gonna happen, there are just some really, really bad ways that other non-black people defend them for saying the N-word that are just like laughably bad and honestly make the entire situation way worse. It's happening right now with Zohar Mamdani's wife. And it's just like, we're gonna do a thing, right? I have a list of some of the ways that non-black people, right, defend other non-black people from saying the N-word. And I'm gonna rate them on a tier list just on how I want to rate them on a tier list based on how good of a defense it is for them for saying the N-word. Right. So we have a few things here. Let's just jump into it. Hello, my name is Sean the Black. Talk about black stuff. I think I'm the perfect person suited to cover this topic and issue. Let's just get into it. So first we have one that I saw a lot recently on Twitter, and that was they're only X years old. They were only 15 years old. They were only 13 years old. They were only 19 years old. They were only 16 years old. Oh, so wait, before we get to that, we'll get into what the levels are. First, we have S tier, which is like just like a good defense, right? Like this is what the defense you should always say when defending somebody for saying the N-word. You should always go with this. And then you have A tier, which is like, it's pretty good, pretty decent, but there are better options. Then you have B tier, which is just it's kind of middling, like it's not great, it's not good. You have C tier, which is you're not gonna like make the situation worse, but you're also not making it better. You're probably just like muddling up the discourse. You probably just should not say anything at all. And then you have D tier, which is just like, honestly, you're probably like not the person to be speaking on this, and this is a really bad option. So please don't say anything. You're going to make the situation worse. And you have F tier, which is like you're coming across as racist, and you're making them come across as racist for something that they've done in the past. So like, just stop talking. I'm just letting you know right now, just stop talking. So let's get started. They were only X years old. See, this is one I saw recently on Twitter a lot, because Rama was 15 years old when she was dropping the N-word on Twitter. And this one's pretty frustrating because a lot of these are frustrating from like the black perspective, because it does a lot to like center the perpetrators, the slur-slinging slashers, if you will, instead of actually like the people who are victimized by that language. And so you're like, oh, well, no, they were just a baby. They're just a kid. It's kind of the infantilization that a lot of black people hear about the white kids their age when they're growing up. Like, yeah, she's only 15, but so were the 15-year-old, black kids who had to hear those slurs, right?
In 2025, I want y'all to stop infantilizing racists. Because me personally, I do not care that they were kids. I don't care that they were
slur-slinging slasher. I know that's good.
I don't care that they were 15. I don't care that they were high school students. Emmett Till was 14 years old when he was dragged out of his house, beaten, lynched, and thrown in the river. No one said, oh, he's only 14. They beat him like he was an adult. George Stinney was 14 years old when he was executed based upon a lie. He was so small that he had to sit upon books on the electric chair so that he could fit into the hat. Girls killed in the Montgomery church explosion were all between the ages of 11 and 14. 5 boys accused in the Central Park jogger case were no older than 16 years old. And yet that still didn't prevent Donald Trump from calling for their deaths in the newspaper. A lot of people you see in these black and white historical photos are still alive. And if they aren't alive, their direct descendants are alive. They were well within their rights at the time to do what they were doing. They were well within their rights to treat black people like garbage. And now we are well within our rights to ask questions.
This is not.
It's the same thing.
Let me go back. This is not to claim Rama ourselves as. Oh, Jesus Christ, Sean has tripped me up with English here. I can't even say that fucking word. To these kids or specifically racist, but to acknowledge that the infantilization of non-black perpetrators of anti-blackness are often extended in the amount of grace was never reciprocated to the black victims of said rhetoric and violence.
It's the same thing with like white kids in these schools, predominantly white schools, saying the N-word at the black kids. Like, yeah, they're only 15, but their victims are also 15. The other black people have to hear these words are also 15. So like, it's just a bad defense. Also, it's like it kind of implies that like you get like a free pass of like 18 years of being like a shitty racist person. Is inherently, if you're under the age of 18, you get to be racist, or you get to at least sling slurs, racist not. We'll get into that later. You get to do that, and it just be like whatever, cool. And that's a terrible implication. It's pretty bad, but that is kind of what the implication is. I do understand the intent behind this, which is trying to imply growth. But there's an implied growth to saying they were young back then, and the implication is they are no longer young now. So therefore, they no longer believe those same things. Therefore, they get to they're better now, right? And so I do understand what the attempt is with that. I just think that it's honestly a pretty abysmal defense. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't know if I would put it in a situation where like it like makes me think that you are racist for saying it, but like I think it's a very clear like C tier. Like if this is your defense for someone saying the N-word, you should just not be talking. Just stop. That's where I'll put it. Just like, this is not a good defense. There are better options. Stop. Next, this one's pretty funny. Next we have, it was the soft A. They dropped instead of the hard R variety. Cue that one teacher clip.
Dawson says that students use the slang version of the N-word at Valley High School all the time. He says Nigger is a racial slur, but says that students use Nigga as often as they'd say dude or hey man. And Dawson says as much as he does not like the word, he still used the slang version to feel more comfortable with black students.
Why is this word used so frequently? So I just don't understand it, and I'm trying to understand it. I need help. Yes, I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. Nigga this, nigga please, nigga. Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
This one, I mean, I don't want to bury the lead here. This is an obvious F tier, like straight up. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Straight to F tier. If you are saying this, I'm side-eyeing you. I'm side-eyeing the person. I'm side-eyeing everybody who's interacting with you. Like this is a really bad. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's the soft A to the hard R. Therefore, it's fine. Therefore, it's cool. Therefore, it's not that bad. Like we're in 2026. Like we're not talking about like. This is happening like in the 90s or whatever, not in the early 2000s. We're talking about like some of the stuff is happening in like the 2010s, 2015. The N-word was bad back then. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good thing to say. It was obviously taboo. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, this is like, it's definitely not like the like absolute worst. I think there's one of the things technically worse. on here, but it's still pretty abysmal, and you should never ever be litigating that it's like, or implying that it's okay because it's like the soft A. But yeah, that's pretty bad. So I think that's an F tier for that one. It is F tier. It's not good. This next one is kind of in a similar vein to the first one, where it's, they were only X amount of years old. This one is about like, it was X many years ago. So it's pretty similar. But I think that they were only X amount of years old is definitely a better response, even though it's still abysmal. I put that one in C tier. Even though it's still abysmal, that one is a better response because it was X amount of years ago can mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, it was 12 years ago can mean a lot of different things. If this person is 40 years old, 40 years old, it was 10 years ago. They were 30 years old saying this. Like, this is something that like people use a lot for like Ethan Klein, right? They're like, oh, Ethan Klein was saying this. Oh no, that was a decade ago. That was 10 years ago. That was 8 years ago or whatever. I'm like, yeah, dude is like over 40, which means he was a grown adult man when he was slinging slurs and doing blackface. What is the implication here? That it's fine? That it's chill? That a 30-year-old with full knowledge that this was bad was doing this kind of stuff? Like, at least with the first one, you can say that they were a child and that they may not have known better. Like, again, I still think that centers too much the perpetrators, right? It doesn't really give enough credence to like the Black children that have to hear this language, right? And it's too much like oh, my poor baby, like he didn't know what he was doing when he was calling people slurs. But like, it was X many years ago does not inherently imply growth. I would need to see some evidence of growth. At least when somebody is a child and becomes an adult, there is some inherent growth there. They may or may not have grown out of being racist or understanding that slurs are bad, but there's inherent growth between going from 15 to 20 or 15 to 25, right? But there is no inherent growth going from 30 to 40. Like, you're still a grown person when you were doing that. I need to see some evidence of some growth if I'm going to like absolve you from doing a racism, you know what I mean? So like, that is, I will say, if that first one was C tier, this is obviously D tier. This is actually bad. Not as bad as like it was the soft A. That is like a really abysmal one. D tier response. Not good. Not good. If you find yourself saying this, just go ahead and zip it, throw away the key. It's not good. It's just, you were making yourself look bad. Now I'm side-eyeing you. I'm side-eyeing them. I'm like, I don't trust either of you around Black people. Not good. Bad. Throw it away. This next one I think is pretty interesting. They were rapping a song, right? So this is something you hear all the time about like, oh, well, those Blacks say the N-word in their music and I was just rapping the song, so therefore it's okay. You actually don't hear it as much anymore, funnily enough.
All right, I'm gonna actually pause it right there. I am going to put the link to this video in the description of the stream in case people want to check it out later on. I am going to put this in the description if it lets me. It may not even let me, okay? It may not let me right now at least, but maybe I'll like put it in the, here. I'll put it in the comments if it lets me. Where the fuck did comments go on YouTube? Is anyone else noticing that comments are disappearing lately? Is this just me, or are comments actually disappearing lately on YouTube? I think this is like my own YouTube glitch. But I'll put it in chat. There it is. All right. Now, let's do Kurtis drama, shall we? We're losing viewers. I'm making people fucking walk away. I'm also streaming late, too. That's my own problem. But all right, let's do this. Let's do the Kurtis Conner drama. All right, we got to move the camera first. All right, so Kurtis made this video on his main channel called Somehow Dr. Witnesser Returned. He did the ultimate Kurtis crime of talking about Dr. Witnesser. He also talked about just like how terrible this guy got. there's, you know, clips like this of him floating around. We'll play
Epic
this.
video of Dr. Witnesser being a great role model for the younger generation.
I got a question for you, little man. Do you believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I believe in God. I do, but I also kind of like to hear what other people think about it, you know? Because sometimes it can be interesting to see how other people see how everything was made.
Really, when we think about it, there's only one way that everything was made. Like, there's no... It's cool to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on it.
So,
but, like,
I show you this because this guy was like, he's like indoctrinating children. Also, mind you, playing fucking video games with children, being a weirdo, creepy, strange dude. But Kurtis made a video kind of like calling him out correctly and all that, right? Kurtis talked about him before, but this time Dr. Witnesser actually responded, and mind you, Dr. Witnesser has been going faceless as well, being the peanut guy, and the peanut responded, and Kurtis talks about it, so let's get into that.
I made a video on there.
Oh, wow. Kurtis reminding me I'm forgetting about my own job. I don't see this way it happens. I stream for a little bit. I don't stream for a little bit, and then I forget that, I forget, you know, I got a little thing I got to do when I stream. A little thing. It's I know. I forgot about it.
Thank you. Thanks. Yep. Thank you so much. I made a video on there, and I uploaded it. It was a video. It was a video update. It was an update video. It was a video update. Well, technically, it was an update video. It was a video about Dr. Witnesser. Okay. Talked about him before on the pod. I made a main channel video about him. And you know, I mean, a little croak right there. I was seeing some stuff about Dr. Witnesser. Things were picking up a little bit, and I was like, okay, I gotta make a video about this guy right now. And shit started to develop while I was editing the video. And after I posted the video, stuff about him kind of kept taking off. I don't think it was because of my video. I think that would have happened regardless. But I'll do the TLDR. You should watch the video if you haven't already. But the TLDR, titty licking dick rider. That's TLDR. Sorry. The TLDR of the video is basically Dr. Witnesser still doing the same shit. But he's way worse. He's also cosplaying as a peanut, a religious peanut that's also like a Wild West religious peanut. That's his character that he copied from this other VTuber named The Burnt Peanut, who's very popular. And also, The Burnt Peanut is also like, he's been, you know, gotten really popular, kind of infamous, really, because I've seen people posting like their husbands being like,
okay, this is what I'll add. This is what I'm going to add to this, too. A part of this whole burnt peanut shit is just bizarre to me because here's the thing. If you're a faceless fucking peanut or a peanut with a face on the internet, or like not even, let's just not use peanut for an example. Let's say I'm going to be this can of unidentified soda, and I'm going to put a little face on it on the internet. I could probably go viral tomorrow. I can make $1 million because I'll drink it. No, I can make $1 million because all I have to do is put a face on it and then make that can spew some like right-wing or like weirdo talking points, and then you can easily make money on the internet. Like it's not hard, right? Have we forgotten about the ancient text, the annoying orange? No, we haven't. We can never forget about that. What the fuck? What kind of question is that? Who do you think I am?
Like every night, my husband's, he's got to watch the burnt peanut, and it's just the most like, it's like the most fucking like coworker ass fucking streamer. He just has like dance parties and shit on Twitter. It's just like super cringe, like just like fucking smooth brain stuff personally. And Dr. Witnesser is like the fucking like that. He's like patient zero. Like he's like the fucking like ideal consumer for the burnt peanut. So it makes sense why he's like copying his whole fucking thing. But update. Dr. Witnesser responded to my video. He made a response. He posted it on Instagram. So I thought it would make sense for us to take a look at it. So, could you pull that up? Just kidding. It's just me in here. I'll pull it up myself. Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
Guy seems like a hater. Oh, he's a 100% hater. Yes, he is.
Have you heard of this Kurtis Conner guy? He seems like a hater. Someone said that in his chat. I assume, I don't know if it's it's probably someone who was not a fan of him who's trying to get a response out of him, I assume, because and the caption here is Kurtis Conner is a hypocrite.
If you watch all this Kurtis Conner guy's videos about me and Dr. Witnesser,
This peanut has a fucking Bible attached to him.
It's all nothing but hate. All he knows how to do is criticize and hate, and then he calls me.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Can we take a moment to acknowledge? I feel like I kind of already acknowledged this a little bit, but just how popular the goddamn peanut is, the burnt peanut. Okay. Like, look at this. There's currently 61,000 people watching this. Or is this? Am I on the wrong peanut? I'm on the wrong peanut. Or am I on the right peanut? Now I'm getting confused because Dr. Witnesser is copying the peanut. Okay. Peanut, Dr. Witnesser. Am I at the wrong peanut, or is this the right peanut? I think it's the right peanut. Now I'm getting my peanuts confused. I'm losing my peanuts. Okay, it's the right peanut. 61,000 fucking people. 1.73 million. Like, that's cooked. That shit drives me insane.
Right off the bat, all I know how to do is criticize and hate. My man. That's what you do also. And my quote-unquote hate, it's only in response to the original hatred that you spew. Right? Like he's being like, it's him being like, all he does is criticize and hate. And he's being like, okay, so if you're a Muslim, you're basically going to fucking hell. Because you...
I actually feel very strange about this topic right now. I think I've talked about this maybe once before on stream, maybe not. There is like a weird line you have to toe with like criticism, right? Like at a morality sense, when you have the right morals, you can tell the difference between right and wrong, but yet those right and wrongs to other people are the reverse order. They're wrong and right only in their mind. And so when you're playing this like moral correctness game, it's kind of a losing battle online. And obviously Peanut doesn't agree with what Kurtis thinks, which is the stem of all of this. But I do think that being online, it's a weird line to toe when you're dishing out criticism. You got to be ready to get it back, but I also think there's like a distaste for criticism online nowadays, like unless it's really far off of the normal grid of something, Or if it's a right-wing talking point or a right-winger, then you might get some traction by keeping those talking points. It's kind of the same reason why, I mean, even like that fucking Nicholas DiOrio guy, and you get Ethan Klein repeating Nicholas DiOrio moral standings, and then that goes over well and gets Nick DiOrio fans watching ETH. Do you get where I'm going with this? It's a very weird thing. It's a weird line to toe.
You're not a Christian. He was also, oh yeah, he was saying he was, you know.
Also, fuck, Kurtis. I need to speed this up. Motherfucker. I'm turning into a frickin' Zoomer. Oh my god, dude. I am going to...
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
I am turning into a fucking Zoomer. What is going on here? Kurtis, I need you to talk a little faster, okay?
The Israel-Palestine stuff where he was like, I don't blame Israel for... You know, he's fucking spewing hate like... He was blaming, like, ICE protesters that were fucking, you know, wrongly convicted, brutalized, murdered even. He was victimizing those people and blaming them. So, and me criticizing that and responding to that, that's not just me being hateful out of no, it's just responding, right? It's just like critiquing, commentating, you know what I mean? But obviously he doesn't understand that. Him, fucking dude, it's such a Christian thing to be like, oh, I'm being prosecuted for my religion. It's like, no, dude. It's being prosecuted for your, like, your hatred and your evil beliefs, you know?
Me a hater. It says all the things I say is bad and hateful and evil. But then he turns around and does the same thing.
And that's the other thing, too. I have never said that I'm, like, a fucking, like, good, like, I'm the best person, you know? I'm not. I'm really not.
I'm really not.
I have, like, an average amount of like...
See, this is the other line I was talking about, where it's like, in these arguments, it comes across as though you're saying to, I'm not saying for me, I'm saying for these other people, it comes across to them as like you're being like, well, what I believe is the right thing. But these people don't have the moral aptitude or whatever it's called in order to look at this and think twice. So to them, it's just like, Kurtis, attack. I'm right. Kurtis, attack. I'm right. And they don't see any other way of like, wait a minute, maybe this thing I'm doing is fucked up. They don't have that in them.
I have like a normal amount of like human empathy, I think. You know? Him, on the other hand, though, he is like, I'm a Christian, and I adhere to these beliefs, and that make me a good person, and I'm going to spread the word of the gospel to, you know, to show how good I am and how good Jesus in the Bible is. Like that, his whole thing is like, I'm a good person, right? My whole thing is I talk about shit on the internet and I make jokes, right? So he kind of has to, unfortunately, he has to adhere to a higher standard of like of values and being virtuous, right? Because that's his idea. He's holding a fucking Bible. His little peanut is his peanut body doesn't even have fucking arms. He's holding a Bible. Okay, so I'm sorry. You have to kind of be like, you know, a good person, right? That's what your fucking whole thing is.
According to his standard, he turns around and is hateful and evil things towards me. He's just a darn right a hypocrite. That's all he is.
And that's sure. That's fine.
He even says he watches all my videos and keeps tabs on me and says he's darn right a stalker. Every couple.
Okay. Yeah, researching for a video doesn't really make me a stalker, but stalker, I already know her, but and this is the fucking Regina George shit, dude. It's not my fault you're obsessed with me. I'm not.
Couple years he comes out with a video about me, talks about me on his podcast. Thing is, I told everybody that I got swatted and long guns thrown on me and all that around my complex.
Also, I'm gonna say something. If a creator made a video about you twice, don't you think you would want to investigate that video and go, well, this creator said something the first time, and now we're here a couple years later, and now this creator is saying the same things. Don't you think you'd want to like take a little self-assessment and go, maybe the things I'm spewing are a little bit fucking insane? One would think that. I also, too, another quick thing. I dropped my max takedown video momentarily. I thought about doing recently, this is like a random stream idea I had, was like doing watching my favorite Hassan hate video. I've pondered on that one because there's so many of them out there that to put them on tier lists and watch them would be insane. It would have to be like a fucking 10-hour stream or something wicked like that.
And this guy knows that.
Okay, yeah, I do want to address this because I actually when I saw this, I want to say I actually fucking didn't know that. And if I did knew, and if I did knew, wow. If I did know that, then obviously I would have mentioned that in the video, and I would have been like, don't fucking do that, because I think that goes without saying, to not fucking swat people, right? Like, that's super dangerous and evil, right? I would never, ever, ever encourage people to do that. And if I knew that, I fucking swear to God, I would have mentioned that, but I had no idea. I didn't know that. But according to him, I did. I literally did not know that.
I has 5.6 million subscribers on his YouTube video. Millions of people see his videos, knowing that I get swatted and I got doxxed, and people are trying to get at me and get me killed and everything.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I am against that. I would never encourage that. That's fucking insane. Doxing is never cool. Swatting is fucked. Like, that's a crime. You're doing a crime, and I would obviously never...
Dude, and that's not even like Kurtis's audience doing that.
Encourage that. And I feel bad. Obviously, I feel bad that happened to him. That's insane. That's so scary.
Knowing this bum has the audacity and the bright idea to make another video about me, just to get more haters on his side and get everybody to get riled up.
And again, that's never the intention of my videos, is to get like a hate.
I feel like it's being weaponized just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And like send people to like hate on someone. I hope people don't actually do that. It's my videos are
okay.
Right? He's a Christian.
Now I got more of these crazy wacko psycho people coming at me and trying to dox me and get at me and whatnot. Thanks a lot, Kurtis Conner. I appreciate you for bringing on the hate. Really helpful, really kind like. What do you expect from an agent of Satan?
An agent of Satan.
I am an agent of Satan. Takes one, no one. Yeah, dude. It's one thing. It's it's kind of wild to call everybody else crazy people when you're a fucking peanut. You're pretending to be a peanut. You created a.
You're being a fucking peanut. Yeah, that's anyway. I just wanted to go through that. I thought that was very interesting the way that he responded via a TikTok video, being like, "Oh, my fifis are hurt." Oh, as if this guy isn't running around 24/7 harming people. Kind of a crazy thing to do. I think it makes his own behavior seem justified in his head and his fans' head when it's not great at all. Kurtis dropped Agent of Satan merch. Did Kurtis actually drop Agent of Satan merch? Did he actually do that? Oh my God, he did. Kurtis dropped Agent of Satan merch. No way. That's amazing. He should just sell it free. Just give it out free so everybody can have their own. That's hilarious. I love that. Let me see something here. Okay. And now that I move the fucking camera, that's that. I love that. That's amazing. All right, next up, I actually don't have too much in the tank. I wanted to. I know I didn't really want to cover this. There's not really much to cover. Wait, did he delete it? Oh no. Okay. Oh, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Let's see. Should we see what's cracking on the fucking timeline? What's happening? What's happening on the goddamn TL, huh?
So much of what this project is, Christian nationalism, is they're serious about all this because ultimately.
Miley Cyrus calls Alex Cooper creepy, and Alex being a Superman kind of creepy. My neighbor, what happened here? What's this?
I was in the middle of it because I didn't know what you all would want. And Alex, being a super fan, kind of creepy. She's also my neighbor, which is also creepy. She got money and then she moved next door to me. Yeah. There was no other host. I was like, just walked, like, yeah, it was weird. And she's like, oh my God, you live here? She interviewed me at my house like 5 years ago.
Wait. What?
She got money and then then she moved next door to me. I was
Wait.
next door host. There was no other host. I was like, just walked next. Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know what that discourse is all about. You guys know what that is? Also, too, okay. About what ruined your friendships? What's
I
this?
can't. When people bottle things up and for years and years and years, and then you find out later that they've hated you for so long, it's like I can't. And I've had friends like that where it erupts all in one go. I've had exes like that where it's like I didn't even know they were mad at me.
Yeah.
And it's something that I didn't mean to do.
All right, I think I'm getting ready to call it here soon. I am gonna call it. I'm tired a little bit. I've had a long stretch of days. Not really. What am I doing tomorrow? I feel like I'm walking around somewhere tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I'm going to 2 different places tomorrow, motherfucker, and then I'm out of town. All right, well maybe I'll try to stream, assuming the one thing ends at enough time. I'll try to stream tomorrow, and then I may or may not stream for like 3 days after that. 'Cause I will be out of town, and it's just up to me whether or not I bring my stream set up with. So I may or may not stream. If I don't, then I don't. I might just take some fucking time off the computer and touch grass and do some grass touching activities. What the hell is this? Play video. Keep in mind, all Hassan has ever done in his life is play video games. Mouth off. What's that? What does that mean? Abuse his dog. Classic. There's no reason for anyone to be listening to the toxic sludge he admits. We'll see you when we see you. Yeah, probably. I might try. As always, I always announce it when I go live. I gotta, goddamn, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe I do have to trudge through all the Hassan hate online and go through, like, and select it as, like, tier lists. You know? Maybe I do have to. There's so much of it. It just, like, is an endless. These people are so... How do you have time to make this, man? I wish Hassan would game. I wish I would fucking game. I've been talking about it, but I haven't done it yet. I have the controller. I charged my freaking... Whatever it's called. The little headset with the headsets with the freaking thing. I charged that. But I think we tried it on stream. I think it cooked itself because Meta. I don't fucking know. I have to maybe sign into the right Meta account for it. That would be funny. Maybe I should do it. You definitely don't watch No, Hassan. Oh my God. Wait. I saw, was it Penguinzo or someone was talking about the BB No Money situation that I woke up to watching today? I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on with it. There was something with BB No Money and his ticket sales or some shit. There was some drama there. Let me see. What's this? BB No. Let me see if there's like a brief summary recap on this. Oh my God, look, there is. There's a conversation regarding me not paying creatives for commissions. Oh. One individual has been relentlessly harassing me because of an oversight on me not reposting their content. People hate on BB No Money like Hassan. Can I be honest? This is really embarrassing to admit. This is like probably one of my most embarrassing things, but I like when other streamers and creators admit like really embarrassing things, and it's something that I do in my real world as well. So I'm not afraid to say it. But this is like such a Max thing. This is the most Max thing possible. I know people are going to laugh at this. But I literally, the first time that I saw BB No Money's name, I literally looked at it and I thought that was his name, so I would always try to pronounce it. I'd be like, Babono. I was convinced Babono was his name for like a literal 2 years until someone in my real life said something about him, and they said BB No Money, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And they just started to describe things, and I was like, I thought he was BB Nose. BB Nose. I think it confused us all at one point or another. Maybe I don't feel as bad anymore. BB Nose. I don't know what it is. What was this? Hey man, I want to personally say my 2 cents. And so I just took a second. I just started touring this. I've barely had a chance to address yesterday. I know it may feel like I was trying to slight you here, but that was genuinely not my intention. I understand there are heightened feelings involved, and I personally feel responsible, so I want to say sorry. When I first started responding to your message on Twitter, it was a situation of me hitting a bunch of people in my DMs to commission them. I think I overextended and didn't realize the type of content you typically do. This is not a slight on NSFW artists. I respect what you do, but I cannot retweet your video knowing how many younger fans I have and what they would see if they clicked your profile. The animation was super banger, though. It was an oversight from my team. We showed all that we made it clear from the jump that we wouldn't be able to repost it. I take full responsibility for that. Since I'm unable to hold up my end of the bargain, I'll do more than comment on your video. It's only fair I pay your full. I'll go ahead and send you the balance. Sorry for the confusion. The reader data context. BB Note was informed several times throughout the process that BB No Money. I see. This is the shit. BB No Money. Several times throughout the process of commissioning that the artists in question made NSFW material. Oh God. Wait. Okay. For the record, if you're an NSFW artist, don't collab with me. Claim you going for 50% of my rate for the... Oh, this is the drama. I see. Claim you love them, but refused to post or retweet after realizing 3 months later that I was an NSFW artist. Even though I said I was, it's instead only leaving a comment on my post, even though he was directly art, he's another artist. I feel like Twitter is one of the worst places you can go for art. There's just so much AI slop on it. Me on my way to fight AI slop and commission every real artist. What's this? Hold on. I have this Discord screenshot of the same comment showing them both in a social media manager in the group chat. They've ghosted me for over a week now. Dude, also people just don't check Discord. That's crazy. There's a reason his name's BB No Money. He's too broke for when I pay an artist a reasonable one. No, he has money, you dumbass. This person has the President Xi as the freaking thing. So I believe Open Alex going to tell me Alex is going to interact with the post. God, people are so fucking online when Alex is going to interact with the post. Shut the fuck up. Throughout this whole project, you only responded positively throughout the project. I kept you updated. Even the jump that I made corn animals, so I can't imagine that. When something there's an issue, I didn't even argue when you guys countered to offer 50% of my rate. Oh my God, this is so fucking stupid. Oh my God. Now I know his... now I know it never worked. Now... Wait a minute. I need to zoom this in for you guys. Fucking see. I can barely even fucking see it. Now I know never work exposure is one of the first rules of being a creative. No, dude, you don't do that. Oh my God, these people are trying to work for exposure. I'm
Brian, kill me.
But I figure with Alex's pro stance being publicly apparent that it would really be beneficial to show people that NSFW artists can be more than just NSFW art. I'm really confused because it feels like the worlds and actions aren't aligning. If I had something wrong, please tell me. It's incredibly disappointing that you left a comment under the post instead of retweeting it like you have with other animations. I'm Israeli. This is my art. That's all of Twitter now. Ay. What's this? Disneyland held an event for children and it was packed with adults. Yo, brother, this is what's called a Disney adult. This motherfucker has the things on it. These are Disney adults. Why is this clip surprising? This is literally Disney adults. Yeah, that's not surprising. That's Disney adults. Good lord. That's crazy. Fans going crazy. Revealed her new look. Dude, I'm so sick of... If I have to see another one of these clips again... Oh, God. I am going to...
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
Fans are going crazy. I've seen her revealed her new look. This account is hell. It is hell on earth, truly. Like, why are we focusing? What is going on? We're like reverting. We're like going backwards, dude. Oh my God. No wonder. Dude, I cannot fucking imagine being a woman online. I'm saying it. I cannot imagine being a fucking woman online, dude. I just am in this like constant perpetual state of feeling bad for women online, dude. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, pick me or whatever the fuck. No, I do feel this way to my core because this is what they have to deal with. I never said happy Women's History Month. Dude, it's like, why are we even like looking at this? You get me? She looks like herself now. She was holding back for so long. It's just tiring, man. It's like these kinds of posts are inevitably like people clipping this shit and making up these like these fucking captions with it are the reason why like women are very like extra particular with like how they look online or like how they look in general. Like we need to like let go of that shit, man. We gotta stop looking at people's every fucking little thing and judging it. Just like, if someone wants, like, I saw this video this morning of this girl who, she made a video talking about, like, her own, what was it about? Her, it was something really specific. It was like, let me see if I can find it. I don't want to butcher it. Let's see. Let me see if I find it real quick. She made a video about her. I hope she didn't delete it already. Okay, it was about her body dysmorphia. That's what it was about. And then she kept saying in the video shit like, she'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I look like this," or she'd be like, what was the other thing? She kept saying like, oh, she wore her glasses, and then she'd be like, sorry, I just like I look off, or like she kept making a comment about how she looks, and meanwhile I'm thinking like, to me I'm like, you look fine, like, you know, but I know that she doesn't feel that way, and I think not gonna say all of it, but I think some of it comes from being a woman online and people being judgmental of like how you look, people, and like it's. Not to turn this on me, but it's almost akin to when you guys have seen this in stream, when people come into my stream and then they go, are you missing hair in a spot on your head? And it's like, thank you, asshole. Even though I'm like fine with people asking about it because I'm a fucking dude, you know? But I just cannot imagine having to deal with that on the other end of things, being a woman online. I mean, unless you've got like a really thick, tough skin, you don't give a fuck, then I guess kudos to you, but it's not, I'll tell you what, out of all the fucking women that I film and post their stuff online, none of them have ever been like, I don't care how I look, I'm going to put this up. Like, none of them. Nobody's ever said that I know. What's this Austin clip?
Retirement home. And
Austin's going to get me DMCA'd, you motherfucker. Twitch streamer Denims push for Twitch streamers not by send a retraction letter demand post.
Tom Piker recently went on a Beijing sponsored trip. Wow. Dude, he should issue a retraction statement to the New York Post. It wasn't sponsored.
Oh my gosh, he said that so jokingly. And this person's taking it who is this person that's taking this seriously? They actually got duped. Okay. I'm pretty sure. God, these people are clip farming. All right. I am getting lost. I'm getting lost in the fucking sauce, aren't I? I should probably call it, cause kind of low key long day tomorrow. My day could also fall apart tomorrow too. The first half of it could also very well likely fall apart. So that's why I'm not too worried about going to bed at the right time. But my day could also happen as planned. So we'll see. We will see. I should wait till tomorrow to stream. I did a 20-hour, 22-minute stream. One of these days I do want to do like a full 8-hour stream or some shit like that, or 10-hour, and see what happens. I would maybe need to have guests for that. Also, I need to get my new desk soon. I've been trying to line up people to have on stream, so that I've been sending some texts lately. So we'll see. We'll see who I get. My one friend who's not very online at all, I think she might be down. I had a discussion with her about it. We'll see. We shall see. I should get the new desk first. And then I've got a couple other people that I think would be down. I just need to get a more informal setup here. I need to get another podcast, one of these fucking arms. I need to get a fucking, what am I saying? Why are you guys don't care about this crap. Ugh. Get that out of here. Get that shit out of here.
Bruh. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
I'm giving y'all a spasm. You're getting a spasm. I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here. I need to be better at being a streamer too. It's a fault of my own. I know I'm doing the thing, but I need to also do the thing a little better. I need to be a better juicer. I need to clip farm myself on Twitter so I can become a better streamer. That's how people find out about you. You clip farm on Twitter. I need to clip farm, right? Time to clip farm. It's kind of a joke, kind of not, but all right. That's it. Do we do? Oh shit. I know what we got to do. It'll be worth it. Let's do it. Oh god, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right. Love you all. Go tell your homies you love them. Go do something nice for somebody. And tell your family, your friends, your loved ones that you care about them. And I will talk to you later, and we will end it on this. Oh, and hit that subscribe button. Hit the fucking button, yeah? If you don't hit the fucking button, we're gonna lose the fucking outro, lads. We're gonna lose the fucking outro if you don't hit the subscribe button. Fucking hell, we're gonna give you a fucking cookie, yeah? If you hit that subscribe fucking button.
Tell me
when will you be mine? Tell me quando.
We can share a love divine. Please don't make me wait again. When will you say yes? yes to me. Tell me quando, quando, quando you mean happiness to me. Oh, my love, please tell me when. Every moment's a day. Every day seems a lifetime. Let me show you the way.
All right, adios. Adios, amigos. I am going to cut my camera out of this shit. Love you all. Enjoy the outro. Peace out.
Say it's me.